It's a beautiful Monday morning here in the economic capital, Douala. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for this edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime with me, Audrey Zatsa. Yesterday, which was Sunday, October 24, 2021, marked exactly 1 year after 7 children were killed and at least 13 others injured in an attack on a school in Kumba, southwest region of the country. The non-governmental organization Human Rights Watch has denounced the use of military court to try civilians and called it a sham trial. A trial took place between December and September last year, and 12 people were tried by the military court in Boya. The 12 defendants on trial included the school owner, principal, and 4 teachers. The court found 4 guilty of terrorism, secession, hostility, just to name a few. According to the senior African researcher at Human Rights Watch, Ilaria Alegrozi, victims of the Kumba massacre have the right to expect an effective investigation and for those responsible to be brought to justice in a fair trial. Enongene Nelson, the father of Enondiale Carol Luis, the little girl killed on October 14, 2021 by a gendarme officer Mvogo in Boya, has cleared the air on what transpired on the scene of the incident in which 2 persons lost their lives. Enongene Nelson was speaking during the memorial mass of his late daughter over the weekend. Let's have an excerpt of his speech.
So on this day, a colleague came to tell her, madam, we have to travel this day to go and work. He said, oh, well, thank God I was just about taking my kids to school. Can you wait for me? Let me hurry, dress them up, and then you drop us off. And that's how it happened. They took off. When they got to a checkpoint, they stopped. My wife was sitting in front, and my 3 kids. I'm a father of 4. But the eldest child was already in school. The 3 kids were sitting behind my wife. With the driver. When they got to the checkpoint, they stopped. The driver moved out with the documents, car documents. He gave to the engineer. My wife doesn't know what happened. I'm saying this based on what my wife told me. It's not what some other person told me. She just saw the driver come inside, come to the car. Hey, madam, please, can you join your kids behind? The gentleman wants to impound the car. He said he wants to impound the car. So he can come and sit in front. I drop people off at school, and then he takes the car wherever he wants to impound the car. The gentleman refused to come inside. My wife still sat at the back with her kids. So as they waited, the driver, he said, according to him, he had all the documents, car documents. So he moved. He took off. He told the gentleman, the school is not far from here. But the gentleman, what my wife said, take those children, go walk with them and go to school. How can you take babies to walk and go to school? That's when the driver took off. He took off. My wife said, what she heard, she just said, boom. The child's head exploded on the other kids. My wife opened the door. She got confused. Like at that particular moment, what she saw, it was like the door. It moved. The door. She couldn't believe what she saw. She took one child, the other, the lady that was running with blood on her body.
And in the course of this memorial service, Enongene has called on internet users to be careful with what is shared on social media. The Minister of State, Secretary General at the Presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, and his team arrived at Garwa Saturday, October 23, in the North region to inspect the infrastructure dedicated to the AFCON 2021. The Secretary General at the Presidency and football legends were welcomed with great joy by the population of Garwa. As a reminder, it is in Garwa that Nigeria, Egypt, Sudan, and Guinea-Bissau will play the AFCON 2021. CAF and the Cameroonian football authorities have signed a framework agreement to enable Cameroon to host the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations tournament. Cameroon's Minister of Sports and Physical Education, Narcisse Moele Kombi, and the interim president of Cameroon Football Federation, Seydou Mbombo Njoya, signed on behalf of Cameroon, with Vice President Augustin Senghor signing on CAF's behalf. This framework agreement gives Cameroon the host rights to use the working handbook of CAF to organize the much-anticipated tournament. Kidney patients at the Yaoundé General Hospital have staged protest against the shortage of equipment to adequately have them treated. Walking from the General Hospital across major streets in Yaoundé over the weekend, the kidney patients called on Cameroon's Minister of Public Health, Dr. Manauda Malachi, to look into their plight. And let's talk about economy. Cameroon, a country of opportunities for foreign investors. The opportunities were presented by Luc Magloire-Mbarga Atangana, Minister of Trade, during the Turkey-Africa Economic and Business Forum, which held from October 21 to 2021 in Istanbul. The forum had participants analyze the commercial and economic relations between Africa and Turkey and evaluate the approach of Turkey as regards investment in Africa, then initiate dialogue between the Turkish and African investors. Agriculture and fishery sectors were presented by the Minister Luc Atangana as lucrative businesses. The event, organized by the Ministry of Trade of Turkey, was attended by African ministries in charge of trade, Turkish businessmen and multilateral partners. And out of the country, there are reports this Monday of a military coup underway in Sudan. International flights to the capital Khartoum have been suspended while the internet has been cut. The country's Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok is under house arrest, and military forces have detained most of his cabinet, according to media reports. The events come just 2 days after a Sudanese faction calling for a transfer of power to civilian rule warned a creeping coup at a press conference that a crowd of unidentified people sought to prevent. That was it for today's Prime Flash with me, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. You'll get details and many more stories in our 6:30 p.m. Prime News with Fon Quinta. Thanks for watching once again, and have a nice day in the company of programs on the African Eye. Bye.